Welcome to loud and busy Manila. Today we're gonna explore the BGC neighborhood. Super excited, so a lot of things about it. We're gonna look at the history of this place and at the future of Manila. So join me. And we are starting at the Mine Museum, which is one of the outer points of the street. And then we're gonna make our way to the opposite side. And already here you have beautiful streets, so much art, super colorful, super beautiful. Wow, I could already spend all day looking at this art. Here you have pretty regular residential buildings, but not for long. The other side looks super exciting. Here we're a little bit in the shade. You have a lot of cool installations for the Mine Museum. Let's see. Hello. That's cool. Canopy Plaza. Ooh. So I think this museum also reflects the street super nicely. Just innovation, history, the future, the mind. It looks really cool. And also on the other side we have a pretty dope Shangri-La. You have lots of fancy hotels here. And wow, this museum definitely worth a visit from what the outside tells, but maybe another time. And already here we're greeted by so many trees. It's so green, so beautiful. I'm excited, guys. Here today is a good day for good coffee. Really cute. And wow, huge bus. What's this all about? Looks so cool. So let's talk a little bit about the history of this place. So it's a super green, walkable area. Honestly, looks so amazing. And well, a couple of decades ago, there were no skyscrapers here. So it's super interesting to see how it developed, why it developed. So it used to be an army camp called Fort Bonifacio. You know, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And also known as Fort McKinley during the American period. So yeah, after the US left, it got returned to the government and turned into what we now know the BGC, which stands for Bonifacio Global City. And yeah, it's a super amazing and cool development. You can just walk around here all day. You have a couple of streets with the cars, and also this entire area, this entire neighborhood is built in a grid system, which I find super interesting. If you're interested in architecture, just look at the city planning and city mapping, always really interesting. And you can just see everything here is a super walkable area, and then we have a couple of big streets in between, but this looks really cool. So the development here began in the 1990s, which is not too long ago. So everything is pretty freshly built, and you can definitely see it here and there. It's very modern and cool. And ooh, expensive cars. It looks, oh wait, there's a huge screen. That's cool. Look at the kitty, big yawn. Oh, security. Wow, gentle monster. That looks crazy. Basically a huge guy sitting inside. Not sure if you see it like that, but I don't know where to look. This is so impressive. So we're really intrigued by this gentle monster. So let's walk in. I guess it's an art exhibition. Not sure. Also selling sunglasses. What is this? Look at this guy. So that's crazy marketing already. It's a sunglass store, and I'm definitely lured in by this huge guy. And also you have a rhino in the middle, some other creature here. I think it's already a crazy beginning to this video. Like, it's just so innovative and interesting and super expensive. So that was a fun walk, and here on the right you're starting to see the skyline. So I've read that today the BGC is one of the most expensive areas in the Philippines, and I definitely see why. You have a lot of real estate with super high prices, and it's become a really popular area. Look at the stream. That's fun. Bonifacio High Street. I just looked up, Bonifacio is actually a pretty well-known name in the Filipino culture. The father of Philippine Revolution, Andres Bonifacio, which he's the name giver to this street. He was one of the key leaders of the Philippine Revolution against Spain and just a very important person in the history of the Philippines. So even though this is a super well-developed area, pretty new area, it's rooted in the culture, in the history, and that's super cool to see. You have so many people here keeping it tidy and so many dogs and just so cute. Wherever you look, there's some type of exhibition and like structure, whatever you want to call it. Here again, BGC. It's really fun to just walk around here and look at everything. And you can just tell this area was built with people in mind. It's not focused on cars or fast and transportation. It's honestly just for people to walk around and enjoy. You have so many like skywalks and ooh, super good looking coffee shop. Is it time for a snack, for a coffee? I'm not sure, but this plaza looks pretty dope. I imagine also sunset, or if there's some type of like music event here. It's just so cool. Oh, look at the kitty guys. Lunch break. And actually back there I saw a couple of signs. It's super interesting. This is the first city that I see this in. They have a cat control system. Basically they neuter them and then they release them again, which is really amazing to like fight the problem but also make the life of the stray animals better. I see a lot of like feeding stations, like just bowls with cat food and water everywhere, but also signs, please no feeding. So even though that was super cute, maybe don't feed the cats here. Unfortunately, that's the rules, and you know, we want them to be healthy and everything. So when you're walking around here, you can be pretty sure that the cats here have a good life. I mean, at least I hope, but I see so much food here and there for them, so that's really amazing. And wow, the skyline is looking amazing. Oh, that's a cool clock. Oh, here it looks like a huge Uniqlo is being built. At least there's a pretty cool advertisement. Let me show you. It freed up just now. Nice. Wrap each other in love. That's cute. And actually pretty fun story. My boyfriend and I met at Uniqlo over 2 years ago now. Exactly 2 years ago now. It's over 2 years now. I started working there in October 2023 after I had a failed attempt to travel the world. If you're interested about that, just watch my life update a while ago. I posted just telling a bit of my story, why I travel and what I do. And now also super cute, it opens on the 7th of November, which is his birthday. If this isn't a sign, I don't know. But basically we met working at Uniqlo in Germany. That was a pretty fun time, but honestly I'm very grateful to be out of retail. I worked so many different jobs and now I'm just so happy to be traveling and sharing that with you and making this my job and building something of my own. And yeah, here it looks so beautiful. Ah, kitty break. As I mentioned, a lot of bowls everywhere, so I hope they're doing good. And here you just have fountains and Christmas trees. It looks so beautiful. Look at the kitties. So many of them. They're just like chilling here. And as I said here, food bowls and water dispenser. Thumbs up for that, Manila. And I have read that there's a lot of street art in this area, so I'm definitely excited to see that. I used to go to art school for like 8 years or something, from first grade when I was like 6 years old until somewhere middle school, high school. And yeah, here you just have a lot of cool shops. I would love to shop, but honestly I'm a little bit on a tight budget. I would just prefer going to like street markets and like a little bit cheaper shopping options. But you have lots of things here, also lots of names I have personally never seen before, and I've been to many parts of the world, so that's really cool. And ooh, I found the artworks. Let's go check it out. Wow, super cool street art. Crazy sculptures. That's so cool. Look at that. America. And here just on the side streets, it's getting better. You have this thingy. And these guys. And what is this? Let's cross carefully. Nice, thank you. That's so weird. Oh, what happened to the rhino? That's sad. Yeah, that's fun. So that was a fun little detour. Yeah, super cool. I'm excited what else there is in the street. What's there? Ah, he has one human foot. That's weird. That's suspicious. So I just saw one more art piece, so we're gonna stay a little bit on the side here and then make it back onto the main street. But this is just so fun, like a great place to chill. Oh, what's happening here? Lunch break? And this looks pretty cool. And there's a little bit more there. Oh, pineapple. And let's go here back onto the main street. More balls. Balls? I meant bowls. And a kitty. Nice. Music everywhere. I love it here. And you have a lot of things for shade here, which is pretty great. Looking good. Ooh, this is looking really good. So our new favorite is calamansi. We just discovered it in the Philippines. So we're getting ourselves a little iced tea, and just two facts. A lot of places don't accept card, and a lot of places, if they accept card, they don't accept the like Apple Wallet, like mobile cards. You have to have a physical card to put it in. So it's a bit tricky sometimes, but I always have my card with me, so it's fine. But for you, if you want to come here, bring some cash, bring a physical card. And I bet during nighttime it's gonna look so cute with all of the lights on. Look at the buildings, so cool. Taste test. Penguin fresh. It's really nice, but it's really sugary. The one we tried before wasn't so sweet. So maybe if you're here in the area, if you like it less sweet, just ask for less sweet, but it tastes really good. There's a nice guy helping the people crossing. That's nice. And here again, Uniqlo ad. I saw on the map that the entire area here is super interesting. You have lots of restaurants, of course, and also some Filipino restaurants, and just so cool. And for me, it's like an open air mall, basically. It feels like we're in a mall because there's a lot of air conditioning coming from the stores, and it feels pretty refreshing and good. There's toilets everywhere on the sides always, and I mean, you have thousands of shops, but also some nature. So this is really good. And whenever you see this, inside there is usually always a toilet, which is really great, and they look amazing. And here you have like a huge stone. That's fun. Probably water coming out from it sometimes. So just as I said it, here we have Manam, comfort Filipino food. Looks amazing, a bit on the pricier side, but the plates of the people, 10 out of 10. That's cute. All natural pet store. And as I said, so many brands, I don't know. Penguin. And for me, I just really wanted to explore this area because it's so different compared to other parts of the city. You know, we saw it driving here from the airport, and just in general, you see that there's a bit more areas that are still like needing to get developed, like super small houses and everything. Oh, my Grab just got confirmed. And so I think this is definitely a very interesting area to see the potential of the Philippines, like super crazy developments, beautiful like architecture and the design and the ads, you know, and all of the sculptures. You just feel like people really care and want to make it look nice. And as I see, it just continues, just shops over shops, and it just looks so neat, so nice. You have beautiful palm trees here. So that's a pretty beautiful corner of Manila. Definitely a cool spot to check out. Look at it. And here you can definitely feel like the economic rise of the country, but also I feel like here the difference is very harsh. You know, the gap between rich and poor, you just have so many corners that look a bit less maintained. Yeah, and also the Mine Museum and all of these little things here just really shows the innovation. The Mine Museum is the first world-class science museum in the country, and it's definitely great that they made it and put it here. And just looking around here, impressive. And what I find really cute is just the names of all of the streets. You know, they really honor Filipino culture and the roots of this country. For example, Rizal, I hope that's how you pronounce it. That's the street at the Mine Museum. The meaning of it is freedom. And honestly, I feel like if you really look into the history of this place and just look a little bit past all of the shopping and the malls, I feel like you can really learn a lot, and of course also have just a great walk and a chill time here. So I definitely recommend you coming here if it's on a sunny day like us, or on a rainy day when you can hide in the shops. It's really cool. Let's run while it's still green. Hello. So we have arrived at Iguazu Tower, a little bit of a construction on the other side, but the buildings look dope. Let me show you our unit real quick. Super cute. Whoa. Nice. We have a small little kitchen, everything you need. And wow, this is the reason why I booked the room. Look at that, isn't that nice? Down there we also have pool and gym and lots of other like amenities. Pretty dope view. Little work desk, amazing for editing my videos. I'm happy. And we have a beautiful view, and honestly I didn't expect Manila to look like this, especially this region where like between Makati and Mandaluyong, I think that's the name of it, how you pronounce it. And down there were just fireworks. I heard them outside of my room, but we couldn't see them because they were behind the building. But now you can see all of the streets are in smoke. But wow, you just look around here, you see the river, you see the crazy traffic. Like Manila traffic might be the worst I have experienced in quite a while. Egypt was also intense, but here you just see every street is full. Google Maps first said it's gonna take us like 30 minutes to go to a certain spot, and then it took us over an hour. So I would say whenever you try to grab a grab here, plan a bit more time. But wow, I'm really happy with the apartment I chose. Dope view. Like, just went out of my room, took the elevator to go. We're staying on the 15th floor, so 56th floor I'm currently at. Cool. Ooh, whoa, that's lightning, guys. Crazy. Maybe we see it again, but you see how foggy it is. Oh, some lights back there. I think we're looking at Poblacion right now, and back there's Makati. So many lights. What's going on? I really like this lit up skywalk and just following the streets, looking around. You can also see it looks like back there it's in the air almost. So cool. The lightning keeps flickering, but no thunder. Cool. So I gotta admit, I didn't expect Manila and the Philippines to look like that. It wasn't really on my radar. I feel everybody has like Bali and this and that in Southeast Asia where they want to go. But for me, I really want to see every single country and as many cities and corners as possible. And this is a very unique one just because my expectations were so different. You know, I try to not read into a city too much, not to look at too many pictures. I really want to arrive and make my own opinion. But I did read here and there that people had like safety concerns in Manila and just generally a bit more criminal and this and that. And reading all of this, you have a certain image of the city, and then I arrive here and it's so modern and unique, and you have this mix of like small little stalls and huts on the street and like more local life and these huge malls and skyscrapers, and it's just so cool And just looking around here, I'm just so impressed. There's so much more to explore. I really hope that you come here one day yourself and make your own opinion. There's so much more to see and to do. And also what really matters to me is the people. Everybody is so friendly. I like how they all say like po. I think po means something like sir. They always say it to my boyfriend, and generally just so friendly in the supermarkets, the taxis, the drivers, just so welcoming. And I think this city has a great future. I think Philippines generally is opening up more and more to travelers. Like, it was a little bit unknown, I would say. Everybody was going to the neighbors, and now it's more and more inviting. And there's so many more stops ahead, you know, Cebu, Siargao. So excited to see everything. And yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy the skyline for a bit longer. Maybe the fireworks are gonna come back, who knows. And I really hope you liked today's little glimpse into this huge and interesting city. And I see you again in the next one.